Hello, guys and girls. It is I, Aaron Halo 18 here, and today I'm going to read an article from CNN, front page from about Captain America: Civil War. What the critics are saying about this movie. It was updated on 8:51 a.m. ET, Friday, May 6th, 2016, and. I don't know what the title of this video. I just don't want to copy the title of the article, I guess, because somebody else wrote it. I was going to title the video Captain America: Civil War loved by critics. I think, and I guess they were talking about that this movie did better than the first Avengers movie, released in 2012. I guess this the guy who wrote the article, his favorite superhero movies were the first Avengers movie, released in 2012, is the third highest grossing movie of all time, and its sequel, Age of Ultron, was released in May 2015. On Friday, Captain America: Civil War showcases the split between the Avengers as they fight one another. And yes, the first Avengers movie was also my favorite superhero movie as well. And this article also has story highlights. Chris Evans and Robert Downey Jr. lead different teams in the film. Some critics are raving. The Hollywood Reporter said, and quote, Captain America: Civil War is the latest Marvel film pitting its heroes against one another, starring Chris Evans leading Team Captain America and Robert Downey Jr. at the head of Team Iron Man. The film, which opens May 6th, also stars Scarlett Johansson, Black Widow, Sebastian Stan, Winter Soldier, Anthony Mackie is Falcon, and Cheadle is War Machine, and Jeremy Renner is Hawkeye, and Chadwick Boseman is Black Panther, and Paul Bettany is as the character named Vision / Jarvis, and Elizabeth Olsen is Scarlet Witch, and Paul Rudd is Ant-Man, and Emily VanCamp is the Wasp, and Marisa Tomei is Aunt May, and Tom Holland is Peter Parker / Spider-Man. And Martin Freeman is unknown. I don't know what character he is playing in this movie. I guess he's doing what Nick Fury did when they were bringing the movies together. I guess, I don't know. I have no idea who he's playing. But he's in the movie. And Martin Freeman is from the Hobbit trilogy and the Sherlock show. And the directors, Anthony and Joe Russo, are very big in the superhero Marvel movie world. They're pretty good at making directing movies, I guess. Will also be at the helm of the next two Avengers movies, Infinity War Part 1 and Part 2, which are slated to come out in 2018 and 2019. Infinity War number 1 comes out 2018, and Part 2 comes out 2019. That's not what the article said, but that's what I'm saying. I put my own thoughts into the video, my own opinions. Review: Captain America: Civil War sets standard for superhero team-ups. There's no links to different articles as well. It says, as of Thursday, Civil War had a score of 76 on Metacritic and 92% on Rotten Tomatoes, with critics impressed by the Marvel films Clash of the Heroes, as well as the new faces, Tom Holland's Spider-Man and Chadwick Boseman's Black Panther. For comparison, Captain America, the First Avenger, set 66 on Metacritic, and the Winter Soldier got a score of 70. First Avenger also scored 80% on Rotten Tomatoes, with Winter Soldier ranking in at 89%. Most critics have released rave reviews, with only some of the fans who are saying the latest Marvel film gets to be too much for viewers, as it adds characters to the seemingly never-ending Marvel universe. There's also a link to the box office preview. Captain America Civil War, Eyes, Avengers, link debut. The Hollywood Reporter's Sherry Linden writes, quote, posing all serious questions about violence and evangelism, while rivaling in both. Captain America Civil War is overlong but surprisingly light on its feet. It builds upon the plot lines of previous Avengers outings, bringing together unknown marquee quantities and introducing the Black Panther and a new Spidey in winning fashion. Quote again, within genre requirements, they achieve an overall balance between super kinetic or numbing, depending on your point of view, action sequences, and character detail, although more of the latter would have been welcome. And while the chance to see old school Steve Rogers and modern guy Tony Stark, aka Captain America and Iron Man, and go mano a mano is inheriting thrilling only to diehard fans, even non-believers who make it to that cinematic moment will feel that something is at stake when the two face off. U.S. Today's Brian Turrett calls Civil War the most epic Avengers movie so far, even though it's not an Avengers movie. He adds, the movie also features the impressive introductions of Black Panther, a Wakandian prince bearing claws and a grudge, and a new Spider-Man. Previous movies have had issues balancing the youthful banter and scientific competence of the comic book Warcaller, but Holland nails the role in every aspect. The New York Times A.O. Scott says that the film shines more in dialogue than in action, which fans might not expect. The early chases and fights are hectic, stroboscopic messes, evidence less of the innovative power of digital effects than of the creative fatigue they can induce. This very crowded, reasonably enjoyable installment in the Avengers cycle reveals even more than its predecessors an essential truth about the Marvel cinematic universe. It's not so much a grand science fiction saga or even a series of action-adventure movies as a very expensive, professionally renewed workplace sitcom. Times Stephanie Zarek called Civil War that rare superhero movie that doesn't grind you down with non-stop action, or worse yet, the usual tiresome cavalcade of smart-ass wisecracks. The review also applauds the Super B new addition, Chadwick Boseman's Black Panther, an African prince turned in a dramatic crime fighter, as both man and cat. His patriotic and polished, a tough of class, panning quietly onto the scene. Like him, Civil War at its best is blessedly light on its superhero booted feet. The Los Angeles Times warns that the film is polarizing for diehard fans and newer comic book film goers, saying it turns out to be a longer slog than you may anticipate. Unless you are a Marvel true believer who lives and breathes these characters, every quirk and column, Kenneth Turan adds that the Marvel Universe expands and adds new characters in each new film, making it difficult for random first-time viewers, if such people still exist, to come in off the street and fully enjoy them. Performances Scott Minison raves that there is lots to love and much to appreciate, and it's thoughtful and deeply personal narrative. He adds, there is so much that works and so much that goes against the grain in terms of what we expect from the MCU and from superhero movies in general. There's links for read more for Marvel movies ranked worst to best. Seeing the original story at the Hollywood Reporter site. 2015, The Hollywood Reporter. All rights reserved. That's it for that article. That was a pretty cool article. I enjoyed reading that little article off to you guys, girls. And yes, I am a big Marvel and DC fan. I like both movies, actually. I think this movie will be good. Hopefully I'll be seeing it when the weather is perfect and good for me to go out in the community. And I was hoping to go see that movie on a Thursday when the weather is all nice and warm and stuff. And hopefully I'll be having a movie party for it on Thursday. I give this article a 10 out of 10. I really liked the article. It was very positive and stuff, and I like positive and things about movies and stuff. I don't like negative articles or anything like that. And I can't wait to see the movie. I'm so excited about it. And I'll be seeing it in the IMAX 3D at the Irvine Spectrum. I usually see it at the 4 o'clock time or so. And you might meet me there at the theater if you're a fan of my YouTube channel. That is. And this is even for the female and male side of the world. I'm sure there are girls who like these kind of movies too. There are guys and girls like these movies and stuff. And that's all I have to say about that. I read this article, and hope you will please rate, comment, like, favorite, subscribe, view, thoughts, and opinions. And I hope you liked it for your viewing pleasure, guys and girls. And stay tuned for more, guys and girls. Like Ghost Robo says, please drink some hot chocolate, and I'll see you all later. And this is Aaron Halo 18 signing off. Goodbye, folks. See you later. Bye.